Imagine a city so old that it was mentioned in ancient scriptures, one that was said to have been swallowed by the ocean thousands of years ago. A mythical place, until it was actually discovered. What if I told you that deep beneath the Arabian Sea lies a sunken metropolis that could rewrite history? This is the story of Dwarka, India's lost underwater city. History is filled with tales of lost civilizations, Atlantis, El Dorado, and Lemuria. But unlike those legends, this one has physical evidence. Off the coast of India, marine archaeologists have uncovered ruins that match the descriptions of an ancient, prosperous kingdom said to have been ruled by the Hindu god Krishna himself. But how did this incredible city disappear? What secrets does it hold? And why has it remained hidden for so long? For centuries, Dwarka was thought to be just a myth. Hindu texts describe it as a magnificent city with opulent palaces, golden towers, and a thriving civilization. But skeptics dismissed these stories as religious folklore. That was until underwater explorers made a shocking discovery: stone structures, pillars, and even a grid-like city layout submerged off the coast of modern-day Gujarat. If these ruins truly belong to ancient Dwarka, it would push back the timeline of Indian civilization by thousands of years. But here's the challenge. Proving its authenticity is no easy task. Did an advanced city really exist here over 5,000 years ago, or is this just a case of mistaken identity? The first clue comes from Hindu mythology. The Mahabharata and the Harivamsa Purana describe Dwarka as a celestial kingdom ruled by Krishna, with 900,000 palaces made of precious metals and a well-planned layout. The city was said to be built on land reclaimed from the sea, showcasing an advanced understanding of engineering. But its most dramatic story is how it ended, submerged by a great flood after Krishna's departure. For centuries, this was thought to be nothing more than a myth. That changed in the early 2000s when the National Institute of Oceanography conducted deep-sea explorations in the Gulf of Combat. What they found stunned researchers: stone structures, drainage systems, and even evidence of pottery that appeared to be thousands of years old. Carbon dating suggested human activity in the area dating back to around 9,000 years ago, potentially making it one of the oldest known civilizations on Earth. But the discovery of ruins wasn't enough. Researchers needed more evidence. Diving expeditions were launched, revealing a complex city-like structure with defined streets and walls. Sonar mapping confirmed an organized settlement eerily similar to how ancient texts described Dwarka. As more evidence emerged, the story of Dwarka grew even more intriguing. Ancient Hindu texts describe how Krishna founded the city after leaving Mathura, constructing an advanced kingdom that thrived on maritime trade. According to these texts, Dwarka was a center of commerce, with ships traveling to and from distant lands, exchanging goods and ideas. If true, this suggests that the people of Dwarka had advanced naval capabilities, challenging the traditional timeline of India's maritime history. Further studies indicate that this region was once above water before rapid geological changes submerged it. Tectonic shifts, rising sea levels, or even a tsunami could have wiped out the city. Many researchers compare it to other lost cities, such as Heracleion in Egypt, which suffered a similar fate. However, not everyone agrees on the dating of the ruins. Some argue that the discovered structures may belong to a much later period, possibly around 1500 BCE. Others insist that the artifacts, such as stone anchors, tools, and remnants of walls, strongly suggest an ancient, highly developed society. The most shocking discovery yet: artifacts retrieved from the site, including stone anchors, tools, and even human remains. This changed everything. It indicated that this wasn't just a random collection of underwater rocks, but the remnants of a once thriving port city. Ancient scripts had described Dwarka as a major maritime hub. and now there was tangible proof that a civilization with advanced maritime knowledge had existed here. The implications were massive. If these ruins were indeed the legendary Dwarka, it would challenge everything we thought we knew about ancient India. It would mean that sophisticated urban planning and trade networks existed in the Indian subcontinent long before previously recorded history. But there was still one major mystery. How did Dwarka sink? Scientists believe that massive tectonic shifts or a sudden rise in sea levels could have swallowed the city, aligning with the flood myth found in Hindu texts. The ruins of Dwarka now sit silently beneath the waves, a reminder of a lost world that once flourished. Interestingly, ancient flood myths exist in cultures worldwide. From the biblical story of Noah's Ark to the Mesopotamian epic of Gilgamesh, similar accounts of great floods destroying civilizations suggest a shared historical event. Could Dwarka be another piece of this ancient puzzle? Some experts argue that around 10,000 years ago, at the end of the last ice age, melting glaciers could have triggered widespread flooding, submerging coastal settlements across the globe. Another perspective comes from scholars who study the connection between ancient civilizations. Some theorists suggest that lost cities like Dwarka were part of a broader network of advanced societies that predated mainstream historical records. This theory is controversial, but the evidence emerging from places like Göbekli Tepe, which dates back over 11,000 years, shows that ancient humans were capable of much more than previously thought. Dwarka is more than just an underwater archaeological site. It's a mystery that bridges the gap between mythology and history. While some skeptics still debate its origins, the evidence suggests that an advanced civilization thrived here, only to be lost to the depths of the ocean. Is this the real Dwarka, the kingdom of Krishna, or an even older lost civilization yet to be fully understood? One thing is certain. History as we know it is far from complete, and with every new discovery we inch closer to rewriting the past. The search for lost civilizations continues, and as technology improves, we may uncover even more secrets buried beneath the oceans. Could there be other forgotten cities waiting to be rediscovered? And if so, what could they reveal about humanity's ancient past? If you found this story fascinating, hit the like button and subscribe for more incredible lost history discoveries. What do you think? Was Dwarka a real ancient kingdom or just a coincidence? Let's discuss in the comments.